back to my channel. My name is Chermibear. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another speed build. This is my first ever shell challenge that I made myself. This is the Chermi shell, and yeah, very self-explanatory. I don't know what end I was trying to go for, but this shell took me quite a while to edit. I was actually done with the build pretty fast. Surprisingly, once I got the time and the inspiration to do it, but you know, life got in the way. And this month, wow, I think this month I posted, it's not even this month, like just recently, instead of like a weekly speed build, it's become more of a bi-weekly speed build. It's only by like, I don't know by what sort of motivation and drive I have that I managed to still push out episodes of my legacy challenge in time, basically. But anyways, I'm basically what I'm trying to say is I'm sorry for not giving enough content on my channel. If you guys were looking forward to it, now we are here finally with another speed build. This is my shell. If you guys don't know that I have a shell challenge, it is actually still going for another week. By the time you guys see this is going to be going up on Sunday, and you'll have all the way until the Friday, 3rd of September to do this. So if you consider yourself a fast builder and you are inspired by the shell and you would like to give it a go, you can find it at Chermibear on the gallery. It is the only shell that you'll see there. I think it's called the Chermi shell. It's pretty easy to look for, and we follow like really normal rules. I think I don't really have a lot of experience with like rules per se, but the standard rules. I'll talk about the rules more later, but I feel like I should talk more about the build right now. I went for like a modern vibe. I think when I created this shell, it was created on stream with everyone watching, because it was created during my anniversary, like my stream anniversary, and I was just like I don't know, playing around with like building, and I made this weird shape, and I was like, hey, this is a really good, really fun shape for a build, and it looks like a shell. So I was like, hey guys, do you want to like have this be like a shell? I didn't think much about it then, so this is like all very like spontaneous and really out of the blue. But I made a shell and I uploaded it. I was like, if you guys want to try it, you go try it. And then I decided like about a couple of days later that I'm going to make it into like a legit challenge. So here we are indeed. And yeah, so basically this is a modern build. Nothing much to say about that other than that it's a modern build, and I don't know how to roof this like with like gabled roofs and stuff, but platform roofs are very very doable with this one. And it's like, I think platform roofing is really good for when, I don't know, like when you don't know what to do and you want to change up the shape of a shell. It does help give more of like a different facade to the build while still having the shell be intact as a shell, like without touching the exterior walls, with like full length, full height walls, which was my rule for this challenge. Like half walls are fine if it's attached to the main shell. Which is why if you see on the side, on the left side, there is a garage, like a separate garage, but it's not really separated because it's connected on the roof, right? So I used half walls instead of like full walls to sort of like cheat an extra, yeah, like an extra building in a sense. I didn't have to do that if I didn't connect it to the build, like to the main shell, but I did connect it in the end, so I had to use like half walls. But basically yeah, I don't really, guys, I'm gonna be very honest, it's like 1:22 a.m. right now. I have no, like, a lot of things has been going on in my life, and recording this voiceover and working on this whole speed build and like struggling with the content in general. I don't want to be complaining all throughout this video, but life's been tough and it's been a long day, but I'm finally doing this voiceover, so pardon me if it sounds a little deranged, because I'm probably quite deranged right now. I don't really sleep this late. I'm a very early sleeper, but it's like some ungodly hour in the morning right now. I am not tired, but I am not myself. Just a disclaimer. But you can see that the structure has come together. You can see the sort of vibe that I'm going for. I kept to a really like a brown neutral color scheme in this kind of sense. I didn't want this to look too Scandinavian, but I wanted that modern mansion. It's not really a mansion, it's just a modern house sort of look. And I did this little trick with this with the platforms, different heights, to make stairs, like wide rich people stairs. Rich people stairs, I guess that sort of makes sense. When I start painting it over, like, look at this, it becomes stairs. It is so cool. I love this trick. I gotta be honest, I have not play tested this, but I'm just hoping that most of the things in this house and this build works. But if it doesn't, I'm sorry. I will probably note it down in the description bar down below if it doesn't work in some way. If I manage to play test this in time, I might not. But we'll see how it goes. But you know what? Sometimes builds are just nice to look at, and this is one of them. But I'm pretty sure most of the things can be used. Yeah. So the exterior is almost done now. I used these slats from Eco Lifestyle to kind of and use the tool mod, of course, to kind of rotate every single one around the rounded area of the platform. You know what I mean? Like, you guys saw what I did, right? I kind of rotated every single like four sticks of those Eco Lifestyle slats into shape, so that it kind of follows the curve of that curved platform roof piece to form like a facade that is really special, and it's like a design point in this build, something like that. And I really like it. This is a trick, or like, this is something that I know Mr. Olkan here on YouTube really likes doing, and I love watching his videos and how he builds like really extravagant mansions. One day maybe I will get to his level for building luxurious mansions, but yeah, I took this trick from him. I saw him do this with the 2 mod, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I will not take credit for this at all, but I tried my best to make it work on my build, and I kind of like it. It's my first time trying this this trick, but I love it. So yeah, we're kind of at this point moving towards decorating almost. We're adding like a nice water feature situation in front of the garage area because it's like a really dead space. Didn't really want, I was thinking of like a front porch moment here initially when I created this little space, but then when I started linking it to the garage and stuff, it really felt really I feel like it would be a very awkward space to have like couches and stuff there. Not unacceptable, but I didn't want that. I wanted like more of a difference to it, so I use water features instead. So I guess when the owners of the house come back, like drive in, and they use that garage exit to access their home, the first thing they see will be like water, and I feel like water features are quite a nice way to spice up a build. And you know, like if you like feng shui, then I don't really know lots about feng shui, but if you like feng shui, I know that water is really good for like bringing in fortune and washing away bad luck and all those kind of stuff. So I always like, if I can, especially in like rich people houses like this. I don't know why I keep saying rich people houses, like I don't know, like I don't know English, but rich people houses, I like to add some water feature and stuff. I don't know, like just some feng shui elements and stuff. Because it's cute. It's cute, I feel. Like it's just nice. And I love water features, I guess. Yeah, but yes, we are moving on into the interiors. In this shell challenge, you're allowed to add walls in the interior to create rooms. You just cannot touch the outside walls, all the existing walls. So thankfully, there's no walls on the first floor, so I was able to just add walls wherever I want to create rooms however I want. So this is what I created. I decided to have like a nice living room space in this area here, right next to the entrance. I have the stairs going up there. You see me put down some soil underneath the stairs because I'm going to like kind of create a garden over there. But right now we're working on the living room area. Honestly, this was really hard to think about how to furnish. I got the style down, like I knew what I wanted, but to find items in like no CC items, like items in game to go for to create like a special look, because I feel like the more I do modern builds, the more I feel like everything just looks exactly the same, which is kind of boring. So I try not to be boring, and by the only way I feel that I can be like less boring is to start creating custom furniture with like things here and there. So like for now, as you can see, I'm using shelves from the Snowy Escape pack to create a nice TV console area situation. And yeah, I created this like sort of Scandi Japanese sort of how would you call this, like a fusion almost. It's not as if I know exactly what I'm doing. Like I don't really know if I'm using the right terms for this, so don't quote me on the terms, but it just gives me those vibes, okay? Like the almost minimalist, slightly Japanese but not really Japanese, a little Scandi, a little I don't know, you know what you know, you can see what I'm trying to go for. It's just a vibe. But it's nice, okay? The point is, I love it. I think it turned out really good, and I love how this TV console area turned out. Like, I think I will do this more often. Like, this is not going to be the only time that I do this, I think. The thing is, like, the problem with me is I like to do things only once because I get bored really easily. So once I figure out something that works, I will never do the same thing again. But I'm going to try to incorporate like that console area again in some other builds, maybe in different colors and stuff. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I will be able to go for it. I cut out a lot of this little under the stairs garden area here because I did not know what to do and how to make it look cute, so I struggled with it a little bit. This whatever that ends up being in this like little garden area looks really good, but I suspect that this garden might impede on your Sim's ability to get onto the second floor. I have not tested it, but I'm pretty sure something blocks it. But it's pretty and it's cute, and I'm gonna leave it there because in reality, if you have this house, you can get up the stairs. So we're just gonna have it be like that because it's cute. But if you want to use it, feel free to take it away and add something else underneath, if it's possible. But at least for the sake of like creativity and building and stuff, that's what I'm gonna go with. If it's functional, very well. I'll be very happy if it's functional because it's really, really gorgeous. And then this will be this separate room on the other side of the first floor. Is going to be the dining area and the kitchen area and the access to the backyard / pool area. So like the outdoor area of the family's the outdoor area of the house. So I'm working like I'm going back and forth in this room with the kitchen and the dining area. Actually, the dining area I didn't go back and forth, I'm sorry. The dining area came together quite easily. I wanted to keep it really minimal and really nice like that. I really like that how it looks like, because the windows are big, and with the way the sun was like streaming into the room, the lighting really just made the dining room look so good. So I just kept it as minimal as possible, and I let the lights do its thing and add to the decor in a sense. So the kitchen is coming together now. I'm doing this like little customized fruit bowl in a basket thing with the tool mod so that I can size it down to like I can size it up to the exact, oh I'm sorry, I keep the table, but to the exact proportions that is required, and then I kind of pull it back in with like gravity pull and stuff, and you can see that it just created a nice like fruit basket kind of situation, which is nice. And instead of treating the the kitchen extractor fan hood thingy as a hood. I just used it all throughout and made it look like a counter, like a no, like a overhead cabinet situation that is minimal, and it looks so good. I'm going to use that in a lot of builds from now on. It's so minimal and nice. I love it. You guys, I think I'm moving very fast in this. I think the editing is very fast. I cannot speak. The editing is really fast in this speed build because I think I went back and forth a lot, and it was very hard to try to edit it in a way that made sense. But I did use a lot of like zooming in and zooming out, which is very, very annoying to watch in a speed build, in my opinion. So I cut out a lot of the zooming in and zooming out and looking at a decor, like looking at an area in the room from a specific perspective, like how I'm doing, how I'm looking at this shelf through the archway from the living room. Like I tend to do that a lot with my builds, especially in this one. So I try to cut out a lot of that because it's very annoying to watch. But when you see the build, or like you see the way I decorate the space from those perspective, I think they look really good. So my apologies that you cannot really tell from here, but if you would either stay till the end or scroll all the way to the end of this video, you will be able to see like a couple of like screenshots or like video shots of the build in the intended perspective, because right now we're having, I love building from perspective. Like I want to get down to the eye level of the Sims that's going to be living here to build, because I feel like that's the easiest and the best way to kind of visualize like a very good living space. But when you are actually building in the Sims, it's actually a lot easier to do like 45-degree top down bird's eye view kind of situation. So it doesn't really look good from like the top down. It looks a lot better from like eye level, I guess. I'll show you in the end, at the end of the video. So stay tuned, or like just hop right ahead if you want to. Wow. How long have I been talking already? About like 17 minutes. Okay, we are moving on. We're powering through. We're halfway through, I think. This is the backyard space, and I wanted it to have a barbecue space, a nice like outdoor alfresco dining kind of situation, and the pool, and on the other side of the backyard you'll see like a nice fire pit area and a little playground that I do work on a little later. But this house turns out, I'm very bad at mentioning this at the start, but this house, this build is made for a family of 4. So I'm imagining like 2 children and and parents basically. So 4 Sims will live here. That's what I decorated it for. So I added like a playground and enough space for like family and stuff, and yeah, that's what I did. So I did do like a little bit of like this situation here. It's like adding an additional like deck area or room in a sense outside of the kitchen, but not really, because it's actually just like one of those pergola things from, this is either from Island Living or Jungle Adventure, I cannot remember, but one of those. And I made kind of like a room you saw with like the little hedges, and I added like activities like the chess table and the easel, just to add some sort of activity in this build, because there's none really. I don't really think so. Like it's really just like a sleeping and eating kind of space, swimming. I mean, like you can do many things, but it's pretty basic. I didn't put a lot of like different activities for Sims here, but it's a really good, I don't know, it's just a gorgeous build. it's I think I focused a lot more on realism in this build, not too much, because it's still kind of like an odd build, and it's way too small. It's definitely way too small to be considered a luxury mansion, but it's definitely a luxuriously decorated, luxuriously designed and styled small home for a small family. Yeah, and it's I think it's a little sustainable. It will be a little sustainable as well, because I do end up adding like 3 of those dew collectors at the end. That's gonna be at the very end, but you'll see that. So I could have added a couple of solar panels as well. Did not occur to me that early on, but definitely consider putting down some solar panels as well if you want this to be like super sustainable and eco-friendly and stuff. If you have the Eco Lifestyle Pack. Actually, I've used a lot of things from the Eco Lifestyle Pack, so you will definitely need the Eco Lifestyle Pack for this build. I usually like for this build, unless I mention it specifically, they are usually built with every single pack and kit that I own, which is every single one. So I apologize, but it does give me free reign and like a lot of advantage to express my creativity, I guess. I really love this like vanity area, by the way, that I did in this bedroom. Actually, this entire bedroom is really, really well done in my opinion. Like, I really outdid myself here. Like, I've never done a prettier bedroom. And the most like amazing thing is it didn't really take a lot of effort. It came together really easily, I feel. Like, it's just because I guess it's because it's minimal. That's why it's like quite easy. Anyways, this is the bathroom connecting to the master bedroom, and I know that some of you eagle-eyed people might be telling me and screaming at the screen saying that I'm breaking rules here because you're not supposed to change the shape of the shell. Yeah, I hear you. I forgot about it when I was building this, and I decided to keep it in because I did keep the bathroom where it is in the end, but I did a little trick where I replaced the walls with half walls and made the entire bathroom like the entire bathroom became like an outdoor bath, more or less. Like, it's connected to the outdoors. It's not technically like a room. I mean, it is technically a room, but it's open air. Like, if it's cold, you feel cold in this bathroom. If it's hot, you'll feel super hot in this bathroom, basically. So it's kind of like an outdoor bath. I made it that it's kind of like a cheat, I guess, but I did say that half walls were okay, so I did use half walls to make that work for me. That was my mistake though. I've totally forgot, and I didn't know how to like rectify that mistake anymore, so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna have to make this work. And make this work I did. I did speed through the entire balcony area. I did add a little staircase to that platform area and a couple of cushions, and I imagine that that's a little nice nook area. A really nice, I don't know, like it's a little nice nook area. I imagine that if I do live in this place, it's a nice hideout away from everything, and you can just like hide there and chill with like your loved ones, like have conversations in a cozy area looking down the street at night or in the afternoon or whatever time it may be, or like if it's late night and you just like want to sit there and like have a moment, you can. It's a nice private, a little bit hidden away kind of area from the rest of the house. It's a very beautiful place. I like those kind of nooks. I'm largely an introvert, so I love those little quiet nooks that I can make in my houses because I treasure those things when it's possible. And this is the room, the smaller room on the other side of the second floor. I added some walls to make like a bathroom, so it made the room even smaller. But I figured that if it's like just like twin girls or like two little children's rooms, then it's actually totally fine. I guess you can have a teenager in it, but I did make this for like two children, yeah. I'm imagining twin girls or like just two sisters that are both children, but something like that. And I kept the balcony really minimal because I didn't know if it would still remain functional if it's a little bit too cluttered, so I kept it quite minimal. Decorating the kids' bedroom area was quite easy. All fell into place. I went for a nicer like warm color scheme, and you guys could see that it's very nice. And this bathroom, I went all out with like the pink and the weird toilet because I imagine that this house is new, and when their parents bought this house, they had a say in what toilet they wanted, so that's what they went for. And I thought it was a very cute idea because we don't really use like those weird colored like toilets and stuff, so it's quite fun. And I tried to give more of like a pop of color here and there in that room, so it's more fun and it's not all just like brown, because the rest of the house is pretty much just different shades of brown, which is really up my alley, don't get me wrong, but I imagine that if you're children in this house, you'll be super bored, so I added some. So this is where I realized that I broke the rules. So I went back with like half walls, and I did the same thing I did with the car park, and I did this like wall trim. Is it called a wall trim? I think it's a wall trim with that fence thingy on it, so that it looks like it's like a wall with like ventilation, but it's not really. I did forget to put down some of those like sized down columns / pillar / stilts thing to kind of look like it's supporting the roof. So I'm going to go back after I'm done with everything and put it in before I upload. Before I take screenshots and upload this onto the gallery. So when you get this on the gallery, if you want to download this to try to like play in it or look at it, it will be there, I guess. I'm losing my voice, oh my god. Give me a minute. We're almost done though, guys, actually. We're just working on the lighting situation here and a couple of different things like the dew collector and stuff. Working on the front yard, which is not much of front yard. I do add like dew collectors and a nice little picnic table and a little walkway like this over here. It's not my best work with the walkways, but I think it works here. It's a really weird and random space, but it works. It does its thing. Anyways, we're reaching the very end of this build very soon, so I'm just gonna take this time now to thank you guys for watching and bearing with me as I ramble through this one. I hope it was informative enough. Remember this speed build. No, this shell challenge is due on the 3rd of September, so if you guys have time and you guys want to try this out, you can go on to Chermibear on the gallery, download this shell and try it out for yourself, and submit it with the hashtag ShermiAnyShell, and I will be touring it on stream on the 6th and the 7th of September, which is a Monday and a Tuesday, Singapore time, which is GMT +8, so if you guys would like to do that and participate, that would mean a lot to me. But if not, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. This is a little bit longer, but you can probably see the screenshots right now, and I hope you guys like the screenshots. I hope you enjoy the nice view of this house. I really like how it turned out anyways. Remember to like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.